Hey Marianne. Hey Kathy. Hopefully you guys can hear me. It says I'm live. Yes, finally. Excellent connection. Hey Louise. Hey Debbie. Hey Melissa. Alright, today is our last tutorial Thursday for March. We will be back tomorrow, Friday, April the 1st, April Fool's Day, at 1 o'clock for our Freebie Friday designs, and I will give you guys a sneak peek at that. And I will also be live at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday for my Zoomers. If you are a Patreon or Ko-fi supporter or even a YouTube channel membership supporter, I thank you greatly. And as always, thank you moderators and admins. Couldn't do any of this without you guys. So thank you all for your support. Hi, Sherry. If you are on Facebook and you're chatting, you will have to tell me who you are because I don't have my live up on my phone yet. And I want to make sure that everything's turned down before I pull that up. There we go. So I want to be able to see my Facebook chat too. If it's going to let me. There we are. Hey, I found it. All right. So, as I said, this wraps up the end of the month. Tomorrow starts a new giveaway. We've already drawn our winners for March. That was our hashtag Explore 360 Shake Your Shamrocks. And Diane, I hope I'm not pronouncing her name wrong, Stadola, and Aziza Kadir, they both should have gotten their shipments today. I believe I saw a post by Diane that says hers shipped and she got it today. So hopefully Aziza's got hers today as well. So keep your eye open for the pinned featured post in the Facebook groups and on the craftingwithapril.co blog for the new giveaway for April popping up tomorrow afternoon. And I say tomorrow afternoon, I mean after like probably around 5 o'clock because I haven't done the splash screens or finished the rules yet. So I'm still working on it. All right. So I'll give you guys a little sneak peek. Now this is subject to change. It should be posting tomorrow. That's about what we're looking like for April. So that calendar will also be going up in the featured pin post tonight or tomorrow. I want to make sure I don't have to tweak anything. Yes, the giveaways are great, and we want to say thank you to Cricut for sponsoring those for us. Guys, when you win those, I just go and order it on the Cricut site, and they ship it straight to you. I don't go and pick up anything or do anything. It ships straight from Cricut to you. Okay? So they are legit. I had a few people in the groups say that they were scams. They're not scams. They are legit. So make sure you're entering those. So today we had a request to do the dragon card. And if you're not a Zoom supporter, this is one of the files that we're going to be doing tomorrow. I had to tweak it a little bit. This is my mock-up. But we are going to be creating this tomorrow in our Zoom. Little shaker box. And if you haven't joined us on Design Fridays, on Fridays we go in and I usually figure out something that we're going to do, but we go over the featured new images in Designspace. Hi DIY. We go in and we look at the featured images and recently added, and out of that we pick something to design with. Oops, thank you. Thank you, Marianne. For you guys who didn't get to see it, I forgot to hit the switch. This is what we're doing on our Zoom on Saturday. A little shaker box. He's got a little wiggly butt in there and some shaker elements. I don't know if you can see his butt wiggle or not. So we're going to be working on that. And then on Fridays, again, we go and we look at the featured and the recently added. And we pick something out of there and I show you guys how to lay out. I also share my file, but not until after the live. So if you want to design your own and follow along so that it helps you learn Designspace, you can come and do that with us at 1 o'clock on Fridays. And this is the one that I did. Now I just freehanded the inside of the eggs here with my pens. But this one pops open. Has the little gnome holding the egg, and it says hand over the eggs and nobody gets hurt, or no one gets hurt. So cute little card, and it does stand up. So we are going to be designing this tomorrow, and then they're going to pick whatever they want to use for their decorative papers, their sentiments. I used Happy Easter here and the little gnome from the featured images. All of these were from featured, except this. I laid this out. I used the eggs from this and laid that out. And I will go over how you do all of that tomorrow. So join us tomorrow, 1 p.m. Okay? And I'm just covering all this stuff for you guys because this card is really super easy and super simple, I think. I pre-folded. I did not pre-assemble, so we're going to assemble this together. I want to take you over to... I lost my... There it is. There. I lost my Designspace, and it's covering you guys up. I have to move it over to the other screen. There it is. So, this is a project in the Make It Nows. Well, I don't think they even call it Make It Nows, but it's just in all categories, I guess. I still call them Make It Now projects. I got so used to it. But you can go in here and type in 3D Dragon. And if you were keeping up and you knew that we were doing this tonight, you may have pre-cut so that you could put yours together with me. So if I go too fast and you're doing that, just say, hey, slow down, or show me that again, and put it in caps so that we can see you. If you have any Designspace questions, it doesn't have to pertain to the project at hand. We will help you and answer your questions. I have to look for him. Where is he? I know he's in here. Oh, well, Dragon Pop-Up. I forgot that. 3D Dragon Pop-Up. There he is. So if you type in, you can type in Party Dragon or Dragon Pop-Up or 3D Dragon Pop-Up. All of those should bring up this card right here. And I'm just going to select it and I'm going to show you guys how you can go in and you can customize. Hi, Leslie. So once it's loaded in, let me see. Let me make sure I don't have a backup. Oh, okay, it just stopped. Oh, it was slowing me down. I had a backup going. So once it comes in, you're going to see everything laid out here. Now, just because they used a blue cardstock and a green cardstock doesn't mean you have to do that. Now, if you want to resize the card, make it larger than what it is, you will need to leave everything grouped. Do not ungroup it, and then you will have to stretch it from there. But what I suggest, if you're going to do that so you can see how big it's getting, is to ungroup everything and then select all at the top and align to the center. That way everything centers up, including the envelope, and you can, while it's all selected, group it back, and then you can change the size. And you can see you can't go very much bigger there. 11.25 is what's showing, and so 11.5 is max. Now you can get rid of the envelope and make your own envelope, and probably make it bigger from that if you want to. So that is one thing that you can do. Let me ungroup it and get rid of this guy. And then you can see that now you can go up another 1.5 inches on the card. So that's one way of doing it, and do a 2-piece envelope so that it fits, if you want to do that. But not necessary. This card is a good size. I'm just going to undo all of that so I can get back here. Now, you can change this out. These pieces right here are cut from gold glitter. If you look into your instruction, it goes over how it goes together and what materials you need. And you can see here they used a white cardstock, 2 pieces of yellow because one of them is for the envelope, and then orange cardstock, blue cardstock, light green, gold, and then of course you're going to need your pens. They used a blue and a black, which is what I used as well, and adhesive. Okay, again, if you've not watched us do one of these, if you hover over the photo, it will blow it up a little bit for you so that you can see it, and then it's going to walk us through everything. I'm going to try to follow that word for word, and we're going to see how quickly it goes together. But before we get there, if you have gotten your update on Designspace 7.5 and you use a Maker 3 or Explore 3, now once you go in and you hit Make It, it will remember. You can set your default for how your mats, if you're using smart materials and things like that. Now you can change it. You can go to without a mat, things like that. But I have it set on my default to be on a mat. Okay, so you can now set it, and everything will go in as on a mat, because I cut more stuff on a mat than I do of the smart materials. So when I get a big order, I have to go in there and change it. I didn't check. Did anybody look? Oh, I can go without a mat. Review. I'm trying to find out if it gives you a way to change the default, if they gave us anything there. Because I selected on a mat, but what if I want to change it back? I didn't get a chance to read everything yet, because I just got mine maybe 3 or 4 hours ago. Mine just updated. Let's see. Not going to be there. That's going to be... Let's go to settings. Aha. Yes. So if you want to change it back, you're going to go into your settings, and then you can select how you want it to cut, what you want your default to be for your Maker 3, or your Explore 3, or your Maker, or your Explore, or your Joy. You can go in there and set what the default. So, cool. Yeah, this is new. So when I hit Make It now, I don't have to select that. You know, when you saw, and I would always say, you guys, if you won't see this if you don't have a Maker 3 or an Explore 3. When you hit Make It, that screen no longer pops up and makes me select how I'm cutting, because I've already chosen on a mat and I set that as my default. So it won't ask me on every project anymore. So I'm loving that. The other cool thing that we got, you know that we got the text, because a couple of people were asking in the group, when I click on text, I'm not getting the text box. Guys, you just simply click on text and then you start typing. There's no box that pops up anymore. Okay? No box anymore on that. It's just boom right here. Okay? So no more of selecting and trying to get that little bitty white box to pop up and then not being able to see where you're typing or what you're typing. Now you just click on your text icon and begin typing. Nothing else. Super easy and simple. So that's what's new in 7.5. And there are also release notes over at Cricut.com. They have release notes. If you look up release notes over there, it will show you everything that's new. Okay? So let's pop over and put this card together. Now you guys aren't going to be able to see both the overhead and this. I'm working on that so that I could do a little thing up in the corner. So bear with me. Hopefully in the next couple weeks I'll have that set up. So I'm going to be reading the instructions, and if you have your design space open, you can pull that card up and you can read along with me whenever you need to do those. Well, we're going to start with the envelope because that's the easiest thing, right? So you're going to fold on all the scores, fold everything in. I like my texture to be out, and you can see that this bottom is going to go up last, and I'll tell you why and explain that in a minute. If you've never done an envelope, you're going to put just a little bit of adhesive right down the edge of this flap and then down the edge of this flap on the inside. So outside and inside, and then you're just going to pop them over each other. Okay? Really easy. And then you're just going to come down here, and you want to avoid this edge, so you're just going to stay. I like to just put some of the glue right here at the top and then very little right there on that edge and then fold it up. That way you're not gluing because there is an opening there at the bottom and you don't want to glue your envelope shut. And the reason this is going to go to the outside is because if you put this to the inside, when you go to put your card in, it's going to hang up on that if it's to the inside. So make sure you fold that bottom piece up to the outside of your envelope. Super easy. Oh, you're welcome, Sue. I show everything that I can remember anyway. Sometimes they have so many I can't remember them. So I have gone ahead and pre-folded, and don't worry about my boo-boo. I peeled it too far quick off my mat and I had a little chat in it. Tried to tear, but it didn't tear on the inside, just on the part that's not going to be seen. So instead of blue, I picked a teal. I picked this teal color because I just thought it was pretty. And instead of a light green, I did a light teal cardstock for my dragon. So I've got all my pieces. And the first thing that it tells us to do, and it didn't say score on everything, but guys, I did that just to save us some time. But you're just going to fold on the score for this piece down the center. This piece is a little tricky, so get your scraper and put it on the score line and bend this piece over because it's really, really, really tiny and kind of hard to do if without a little assistance. And then fold these. I'm guessing they go to the back because we don't want to see them when it's on the card. So that's the way I folded it. Nothing else got folded except this little circular piece. Oh, you guys are welcome. Anytime that you want to know anything, just ask me. Sometimes they change things and I forget they changed them, so I might have to get refreshers from some of you guys on some things, but I try to remember it all. So that's what I did for my prep. So I got it all ready. And it says, gather all your materials and glue the fire pieces to the main body. So, my fire pieces are what was cut from the gold glitter. And I'm guessing that this is the main body since that's the only piece of the dragon's head. So I'm going to bring that in. And I'm guessing that it goes this way. that doesn't line up. Let's see. It covers, I guess, well enough. Not like I want it to. Let me try the other piece. Ah, much better. So make sure they're lining up. You have the right piece. Okay. So the piece with the little, where the piece, the end towards the dragon should be curled upward. Your flame should be curling upward, this main one. So let's put a little glue there. And I'm a messy gluer. I got more glue than I wanted there. Just going to get that lined up on that piece. I don't want to be gluing it to the table. Okay. Baby wipe here. Let that dry. Then we're going to flip it over and glue this piece on the opposite side. Get them lined up really good. Okay, so now we have the gold. I thought this might be cute too with some red. Do some red flames in the red glitter. Or what was the other one, Marian? Holographic? Maybe some holographic. That would be cute. So now we've done that. Now it wants us to glue the wing accents to the body pieces. So here are body pieces right here. And then our wing accents. I just lost my straight pin. There we go. Put on my magnet. The wing pieces. Oh, I did fold this piece. It has score lines on it. Alright. So we're going to have to line those up. Oops. There we go. No. That's weird. I cut that paper face up. There we go. Okay, there's my texture. Yeah, there we go. My texture side, I had them swapped around. I want the texture up on my paper. You may want the smooth side, depends on how you want it. But it does matter which one you have going which way. So we're just going to glue those. I'm trying to see if they left a little bit of an edge. And they did. Okay. That one's already stuck. I can't move it. So we're just going to make this one match. They left a little bit of an edge of the green all the way around. Now it looks like it went all the way to the bottom and it's at the top, so I didn't do it that way. Yes, holographic threads. I knew that you had said something about which one. I think the red holographic threads would be great for his fire instead of the gold. Okay. Slide the two main body pieces together. Okay, I'm trying to figure out. My picture doesn't want. There it goes. Okay, so that would be. I'm thinking it's this piece. That's what it looks like. So we're going to slide the main body pieces together. So this, I'm guessing, no, that just looks weird. looks weird to me. It doesn't go there. 1, 2. Goes here. That doesn't look right, but no, that's not right. Must be this one. Nope, that's not it either. I'm confused. Anybody else want to give it a guess? Because that just doesn't look right. Something goes, maybe this, I can't tell. From the photo, I'm going to show you guys. Because, I mean, I haven't put this together before, and if you haven't put it together before, you're probably wondering the same thing. So, let's go and look. I forgot who asked me to do this one. This must be where they ran into trouble. Let's go over. There we go. Alright. So there we are. And this is step 4. Slide the 2 main body pieces together. Which looked like... Oh, am I missing a piece? Maybe. Ta-da! No wonder it doesn't look right. Let's go back over. User error, user error, user error. Ta-da! I was gonna say that. Never mind. So you're gonna take this piece that has his little horns drawn on it. Yeah, me too, Marianne. I went to the canvas and I was like, I don't see that piece. It was in between the 2 white pieces of cardstock. So this piece is going to slide down. I kept saying it doesn't look right, doesn't look right. So just slide it down just like that. Okay? That's the way it should look. You're going to slide that right down there. So that's going to create your cross piece. This is a little... And it's going to be a little flimsy till we start getting them other pieces on there. Alright, and then slide the front and back pieces onto the main piece. And I'm thinking... It shows me a side shot, but it doesn't show me which one is which. So... That's a leg, and that's a leg. So that's not it. It has to be these. I know that's not right. I'm going to say it's this one, the bigger one. I'm just going to slide it right in here, like that. If it's wrong, we can take it apart, but I think that's right. And then this smaller piece, I think, goes here. Those line up. All those 3, you can tell by the 3 slits, they should line up, and mine line up on the top and bottom. So... because pieces are going to go in here. So if you've got something that's not lining up, then they're going to be in the wrong place. Slide the leg pieces onto the main body, which are these. I think there's a score line on there, so you're going to have to fold that score line up. I guess this one doesn't have one, just the one. And that would go on the left side according to the way that that looks. So I'm just going to place all three onto the leg. And again, guys, don't be scared to try these. You can pull it back apart because there's no adhesive on this part, just the decorative pieces. So now we have that piece, and that looks right according to the direction. And then we're going to bring this one over, and we're going to slide it right onto those three slots. I'm not coordinated at these, so you guys bear with me. Okay, so we've got the other leg in there. So he's starting to stand up and get a little bit more stable now. Okay. Should be looking something like this on this side and like this on this side. That's the back and that's the front. Okay. And don't handle him too much or he'll come apart like that. Because we don't have him on the base yet. There we go. Yeah, I think this goes to his tail. This, oh yeah, this piece has a score on it, so I think that's going to go on his tail. Okay. Did that. Now they want us to assemble the hat and slide it onto the dragon. So here's our three little hat pieces. And I would think that you would put... This one has the slit at the top and the bottom. And then this one has one. Well, nope, nope. I don't know. Do these two get glued together maybe? Or do they, maybe that way. And then this goes on this way. There we go. I think that's it. So the two with the top slots together, and then the one. And how do you attach them? I don't, here we go. It's just gonna sit. We're gonna, I guess, glue him on. It looks like they glued it onto those two little tabs right there. Can't tell. That's not a very good picture of that in there. No wonder people are having trouble with this. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but it doesn't say anything about gluing it. It just says assemble it on. Maybe I didn't assemble it right. There's not really... I don't see much of any other way it can go, because both of these have the slits at the top, and then this is the only one with the slit at the bottom. And if you don't glue it on, it's going to come off, right? There's no other... Okay, my hat's staying right there until I get through, because I don't know. Assemble the cake piece, that I can do. So you've got this one, and you're going to fold it on all four of the tabs, and then we're just going to glue this into a little square box. we'll come back to the hat. So we have that little square box there, and then we need to put the candles in. So this piece is going to hook over each side right there. Super easy. Just hook it in. And then you're going to take this piece with the slit in the center and slide it down over both pieces. Okay. And it should collapse flat both ways once you have it assembled. Okay, just making a little cross down the center. Alright, now we've done that. It wants us to glue that into place on the hand tabs. See, okay, so there is one thing. It didn't, in the photos, they went ahead and put the wing pieces on. And they didn't, unless I missed it, the two main, slide the front and back pieces, and then it went to the leg. They skipped this step, so these should already be on. So we're going to slide those in there. So it should look like that on both sides. And I lost the leg. I lost the leg. And yes, I talk to myself. I'm usually the only one here. Okay. So now let's put that wing on and stabilize this side. Just going to slide it right down over those slots. Not sure why they didn't tell us to go ahead and do that piece, but they didn't. This piece must go to the tail section. Yeah, they never did say put that piece on there either. So we're going to come back here. It's got to go on before the wings, for the wings to sit down in it. So I'm going to take those off. This piece has to go on his tail section right here, and then the wings, I think. I don't know which way that tab goes. Worst case scenario. I think that's right. Worst case scenario, we have to take it back apart. So we're just going to slide and connect all of those 4 pieces. You can see the grid from this top down. I'll show you the side once I get this piece on. Just sliding. So it hooks over the tail, and then these go on after the legs. You're going to hook all those. And so he's folding flat, he should. And my tabs are opposite, so I did get them right. Okay. So then he's going to open back up. So now we're going to glue his cake onto these 2 tabs. So we're going to have him open. And I'm just going to put a little dab of glue on the outside right here, just on that tab and just on that tab. Just a little dot. And then we're going to hopefully put this on right. I want to make sure that it looks like they glued it into the second hole. So that's where I'm going with it. There's lines on his hands so that you can see right there. And it does fold flat. So there we go. Getting something in there to press that down is going to be, it doesn't want to stick without me getting some pressure on it. There we go. Just give it a second to grab hold. You guys are too quiet. Don't let me goof up. If I mess it up, say something. I lost his little leg again. Oh, get back on there. Okay. Stay. I mean, really stay. The hat. I'm still confused on the hat. It has to lay flat, so I don't know about gluing it. So when that goes flat. Okay. I'm taking, this is the way I'm doing this. I'm going to take the hat, and I'm just going to put a little dab of glue on one of the ones that has the slit at the top, and I am going to glue it to his head right there, right down on top, letting it rest on the top of the body piece. Then I'm going to take the other one that has the slit at the top, just identical. I'm going to put a little bit of glue at the base. I don't know if this is right or wrong, but we're doing it. And then I'm just going to line those two up. I'm only gluing it at the bottom to his head. That's what I did. So that I still have the slit at the top. And then we're going to take this one that has the slit in the bottom, and we're just going to slide it right down over. And hope for the best. Yes, it will lay flat. That was my only concern. So even though it didn't tell us to glue it there, I glued it there. Yeah, he is cute. He doesn't want to stay centered. I'll get his hat to stay in the center there. Okay, so next it wants us to take, I believe, this piece and put those tabs through the slits. So I'm just going to kind of lay them flat so I don't knock everything apart, and then I just knock the cake piece apart, or we can put it back. And then we're going to come in here and get, does it glue these? Glue, slide the tabs through the base circle and glue it in place, making sure the score lines of the base circle and the main card align. Okay. So I just put one tab through, and I'm folding it flat. And then I'm going to put some glue on that tab, and then I'll go back and do the other one. That way we can try to keep it from falling apart on us. You talk to yourself too, Kathy? Well, it's me and the fur babies. My husband's in Vicksburg, and he's leaving Vicksburg in the next few days and headed to New Orleans. So now we're going to place this tab through this slot. Just pull it through. Let's see if we can't get it to let it lay flat. If it doesn't collapse, something's wrong. So we need to make sure that it collapses. we're just going to glue that tab down. Just hold it. And then I'm going to put his cake back together here. So I'm just going to hang on to that because it might fall out again. Okay. Yay, he works. So let's put that. Yay. Okay, let's try again. So I'm going to place that one on. And right down over. I think that step can still wait till last. There we go. Alright, so now we have that. Now you're going to get your presents and your banner piece. And which way? I want to make sure that I get these right, because if you get these wrong, it's toast. Corners. Your confetti's in the corners. So you're just going to take this and slide the yellow in. Come underneath and we're going to glue that. I'm going to glue that tab down. Just pinching them. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. Got a piece of, let that dry. Didn't knock out a piece of the confetti there. There we go. I think that's the only one. Okay, so then I think I folded that the wrong way. I think it goes this way with the dragon to the front. And then we're going to open that up. And these two pieces should be going in there. And I'm just eyeballing to make sure that I have the right amount of space all the way around. Make sure I get those corners. And we're just gonna, oh, I shouldn't have put glue through the center. Forgot about my cutout. Should have just went around the edges on that one. Just get it in there as straight as you can. Ooh, messy glue. Don't want to get it too wet. Yeah, just glue the edges on that piece. You don't want to glue in the center. Okay. And we're just going to open this up and do the other side. This back one doesn't matter. There's no cutout over here. I'm a little uneven. It's a little uneven. And then it should lay flat. and pop up when you open. And now this guy, we're going to fold him flat. And how is that working? Okay, got it. He's going to glue right to that center there on both sides. And I'm just going to dot around. Okay. Seems to me like it's going to get hung up in that. But I'm reading it. Yeah. It said to avoid the glue on the front. I just didn't read it before I did it. It did remind us of that. Okay. And I'm just going to close it and get that side. Yay! We did it! This doesn't... He's too tight. I got mine in there too tight. Give it some space. Let it relax. Do it while it's open. I got a mess there. Don't fold it over like I did. I'm just getting a glue eraser where that paper and glue is on there. Just to clean it up a little bit. Get back on there. Get his legs back in place. Guys, if you don't have one of these and you want to do paper crafts, it's a must. It's just a gum eraser. You can get them at Amazon, scrapbook.com, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's. There. Now clean that up. His tail is just not wanting to cooperate with me. Maybe I'm going the wrong way with it. Maybe it's just a thick card. Because no matter how I get my circle on there, it doesn't like it. But that's the way it said to do it, so I did. Yay. Alright, so according to this, we did it correctly. The Dollar Tree has them too now? Yeah, that's cool. So, super fun. He's popping up like he's supposed to. Maybe I just didn't give him time to relax. And he should fit into the envelope. Oops, the hat is sticking out. He's got to go the other way. No. The hat's sticking out on mine. Maybe I didn't push it down far enough. It couldn't go any further, though. Oh, well. It's going to mess up the hat if I put it in the envelope. Has anybody else made this one? Just wondering if I did something. Now it's inside. Maybe it's the way you fold it, because now it's inside. Maybe it was just getting hung up. But yes, it does fit. Alright, guys. So that is the dragon pop-up. Does anybody have any other questions in Design Space? It doesn't have to be about pop-up cards, whatever. If you're having trouble with contour, slicing, welding, grouping, anything, mobile, desktop, doesn't matter. Okay, next week, I've already set this one up. Next Thursday, I will pull that one up and show that one to you. If I can find it here. Yay, there it is. And let me transfer over. We will be putting together the 3D bunny. And that'll give you guys 10 days to do your Easter craft. So this is the one that we're going to do on the 7th, which is next Thursday. Right? Am I right? Yes. So that is the 7th. That's the one we're going to be putting together there. If you guys have any of them that you want, any Make It Now project that you want help with, or you want us to show assembly, don't hesitate to ask. Somebody's already asked me to do the sunflower. That's already on the list. And I believe it's on the list for the 14th. I can't remember if I set it up for the 14th or 21st. I haven't downloaded all of my splash screens here to show you guys, so I'll have to open that up and look. So make sure if you want to assemble with us that you have it there. I think they did this one in glitter, white glitter cardstock. I don't know that I'm going to use white glitter cardstock for it because I don't know if I have enough of my white glitter. So I may just use regular white paper, or I may use, I don't know if I've got enough shimmer paper either. But the assembly will be the same no matter what you're using, so. All right, if no one has any questions. Hey, Rosemary and Liza and Christina. They're on Facebook. If nobody has any other Design Space questions, I will go ahead and wrap it up. Again, if you need anything you think of after the live, don't hesitate to ask. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. And we're going to be doing the accordion card tomorrow. So I will be teaching you how to make the base. And then you'll get to pick all your goodies that you want to put on it. And whatever theme that you want to do, that'll all be on you. But I will share this file as well tomorrow. Okay? So we're going to be creating. And you can use this base for any theme, any occasion, anything that you want. Alright guys, thank you for joining me. Thank you moderators. Thank you admin. Thank you to all of my supporters on YouTube, Ko-fi, and Patreon. Love you guys. You have a great rest of your week. Tomorrow is Friday. Yay. Alright, have a good night. Happy crafting.